Hey, what's up? WestRoadSal here with a new wrestling review. Today we got Hardcore Justice 2, one night only special. Here we go. The first match was the New Church versus LAX. It was sloppy, weapons, brawly. Nice to see LAX back together. They could have gotten a better tag team because if you didn't watch TNA in 2002-2003, you wouldn't know who the New Church was. I was thinking more of a New Jack and Mufasa type deal to verse LAX. But they could have did that in the HW reunion show. So, it was good for what it was worth. LAX wins with an assisted top rope. They're 2.5 through 3 out of 5. Nice spot from Slash, part of the New Church. He does an overhead cradle splash on Homocide. It looked really well done. The next match was ODB versus Jackie Moore in a Hardcore Knockouts match. A little slow, boring, tedious here and there. The weapons were biased. They couldn't find no tables and chairs. They couldn't find no ladders. They couldn't find hardcore match weapons. They found whipped cream. They found hair straightener, boots, hairspray. They did it on purpose, and I don't think it really helped the match because ODB and Jackie are not the type of woman who use those things. They're more like Velvet Sky and Angelina Love if she was there, you know. ODB uses her own flask to do fireman's carry for the win. 2.2 through 2.5 out of 5. The next match was the match of the night, in my opinion. It was Bad Influence versus Generation Me. Now, this match had plenty of spots in it, ladders galore, crazy spots. You know, it was nice to see Generation Me, the Young Bucks, back again. They're crazy in the indies, but when it comes down to it, you can see that they're still kind of inexperienced because one of them does a spot with Kazarian outside the ring using a ladder that's set up. He almost literally kills Kazarian. Kazarian, I don't know how he survived that, but it looked like he landed on his head wrong, plus his eye was weird, you know, but he was fine at the end of the match, just a little swollen, but it looked like he was fine. So I give this a 4 through 4.5 out of 5. Now, I think it was really well. The match was really good, except for that one spot. If that one spot was perfect, maybe I would have given it a 5 out of 5. You know. The next match was Hardcore Gauntlet Battle Royal. My name for it was a crazy random mini rumble. Whoever TNA could get, they got. Demon Storm, Nunzio, Crimson, Sam Shaw, Johnny Swinger, Funaki, Too Cold Scorpio, Sharkboy. It was crazy. It was a crazy brawl. Lackluster ending. I mean, Sharkboy beats Crimson and I think it was Gunner. Yeah, Gunner was in the brawl too with the giant tuna fish. The brawl was excellent throughout. I mean, they never really brought it to a snail's pace for these rumbles where you have more than 5 guys in the ring at once. It was really well done. Just the end was very lackluster. Sharkboy won, but with the giant, but he brought to the ring a giant tuna. Every wrestler was allowed to bring one weapon to the ring as their a gimmick, I guess. Nunzio brought a sweep broom, I think. It was weird, but he won with a giant tuna. I mean, they could have done it better, but I guess even though they had guest stars, they still have to make TNA people win. Oh well. I gave it a 3 out of 5. The next match was Doc, Brisco, and Mike Knox from Ace and Eights versus James Storm, Magnus, and someone who I haven't seen in a really long time, Hardcore Holly. Nicely paced, standard stuff, nothing too crazy. James Storm does super kick for the pin. Pins go fast. This was elimination. This was a 3-person tag team elimination match. The pins go so fast. All of a sudden, they just do rapid fire pins. It comes down to Doc and James Storm. And James Storm gets the pin with the super kick, like I said. Nothing sloppy, everything perfectly executed, but nothing too crazy or risky. This was standard wrestling. This was pure technical wrestling. It had a little bit of TNA's juice in it, if you know what I'm saying. The next match was Joseph Parker versus Judas Messias with James Mitchell because Abyss wasn't there, so he did the match. Messias' gimmick is much lighter than when he had the feud with Abyss. He had blood coming out of his mouth, he had a nasty face. This is much lighter. There was no blood in this match, believe it or not, even though it was a monster's ball. I mean, obviously you could tell Joseph Park was going to do the thing where he transforms into a form of abyss. So he does that, but there's some blood on his hand, but at the end of the match it just disappears. He wins. 2 crazy spots. Joseph Park actually does a cheese grater. He finds a cheese grater. I don't know, stupid. He does a low blow with the cheese grater on Judas Messias. It's crazy. Black Hole Slam. Joseph Park wins. Quite hardcore for these two. I mean, Judas Messias, he has crazy matches, but Joseph Park, it was pretty hardcore for him. You know, I mean, his gimmick, it could take a break. I mean, I'm not tired of it yet, but do something with the character. Don't have the character stay in this position that he's in where he's like still a rookie. Do something with it, you know. The last match of the night, that match I give it 3.5 out of 5. Joseph Park actually won, believe it or not. James Mitchell actually made a comeback with this match. The last match was Team 3D versus Brother Runt, Spike Dudley, and he brings out Jeff Hardy. Now, I know they already did an ECW reunion show, like I said in the beginning of this review, but you could have had somebody, because you had ECW Team 3D, you had Spike Dudley ECW, Jeff Hardy, Spike Dudley and Jeff Hardy have a real odd, awkward chemistry about them. You could tell throughout the match. They win eventually, but it was kind of slow. It was kind of awkward, really. Tables match, a top rope, a suplex in the table, so Brother Runt and Jeff Hardy win. Not much to talk about here. It was just awkward, tedious, and it was alright, but it wasn't average. It was a little below average, this match. 2.5 through 3 out of 5. Now, the best match of the night was obviously Daniels and Kazarian versus Generation Me. Daniels and Kazarian actually won $20,000. So, take it for what you will. Now, I want to tell you that the 17th, which is a Wednesday, I will be picking up the Serious Sam collection for Xbox 360. So look forward to that, because that is a new video game video. I haven't done any of those in quite a long time. Thanks for watching. WestRoadSal. Peace. See ya. Subscribe. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace.